record. There's a little box. You have to say got it for the recording. Hello, and for me it's good evening. It's very interesting for me to be here with you tonight. It's first time for me to speak here in English. So maybe I'm a little nervous, maybe I don't know. Maybe I will struggle in some words, but we'll figure out. I'm very glad and happy to see you, and I'm very exciting to show you all my things. Not all the things, because I have made a lot, but I will show you some of the things, and maybe I will have some words I don't pronounce correctly, but I'm Danish, and that's my main language, not something I eat, but my language. So first, I have made patchwork or quilting for almost 40 years, and applique is 25 years. So before my applique, I made original patchwork with squares and triangles. So that's my how to do it. I will show you lots of things. Also, I like to use different materials, lots of different materials. Also, some materials you don't normally use in patchwork. So I'll start because this one, oh, you should have seen my table. It's full of everything I will show you tonight. This one, you probably already have seen that. I know some of you have seen it, but you in the States or Vancouver, you maybe not have seen it, but this one is made with everything, also with the zippers. I cut zippers in small pieces and use them above the windows. I use leather cords and tulle, and this is suede. So I really love to use many things. And here on the top, I don't know what you call it, but in Denmark and maybe in Europe, we use it for, yeah, buildings. So it's a kind of plastic, I think, but it's normally not in the patchwork world. It's used in the building industry. So, and I use small stones with the hole in, and I like embroidery. I normally not use so many different stitches, but I use the stitches that I think, well, it will fit here. And sometimes I don't know what the stitch called, so it just do something, and then I have to describe. Maybe it's just a stitch. So so that's what I'm making. A big basket, or inside you have a pocket, and well, a lot of pockets, and some men call it something to trash, a trash candle, but it's for sewing things. So so it's not a trash candle. Sorry, that's typical men. And then I will show you lots of different materials. I have made a little table, I think, but in the old times, well, in Denmark, we use this for newspapers. So you have this little table, and you could put newspapers inside. But I thought that this wooden frame, we could use it for something else. So I made a little bag or a basket here and put this above, so you can use it as a table. But I love to do it so you can use it for something. So this one you can take off and you can bring it with you if you're going out, and then you just have the frame. And this one I will show you, because here I have used felt and fish skin, and I don't know if they're called cork. Is the cork? Yeah. And velour, I think it calls too. And I have used, yes, it was fish. And here is the normal applique. And all these mushrooms I have cut out without a seam allowance. So it's not bended, but it's just cut out, and I have put some tulle over it. Maybe you can see it, maybe you cannot, but I have used some black tulle, and then I have quilted along this along the raw edge, so it's not yeah. What? I can't hear you, April.
It won't fray. Like you've used stitching on the outside. Do you machine stitch or do you hand stitch? All hand stitching.
Yes. Yeah. Normally I don't use my machine.
Yeah.
No, I use the
machine. You do a lot of needle turn. Yes.
Yes. Yes, needle turn. This one is needle turn, and this is normal patchwork.
Yeah. Okay.
Not by machine, but by hand. So I have put it around the cardboard and sew it by hand. And this one I have quilted by hand. Yeah. So the binding is by machine, but nothing else. And in the bottom, I have used this. I have used some wood, but put some fabrics on and quilted, so you have a little bottom in your bag. And on top I have this one, and this is also needle turn. Everything is needle turn and with stitches, small stitches around, and I love embroidery. But I have used this one because when you're going out, you can use this one. You could put some patterns in here or paper, or on the top I have some what do you call it? Here we call it thermolam, some batting, thick batting over, so you can put some needles in, and the templates won't go away. so I love to make things and that I can use to something. So it's not just a picture. So I use it. Well, that was something. Next one. I think it's very interesting to use special or different techniques. So here we call it senile. You call it senile too? Yeah. And here we call it mola. So it reversed applique. So you put something behind.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, put something behind and then applique the black fabric down. And yeah, this is yarn, not for knitting, but in in Norway they have a designer called Tilda, I think, and she used this for hair on the dolls. So it's doll hair, but it's some yarn. And I use it for the frames around the door and the windows. And shrink, something shrink. You call it stitch and stable. What do you call it? But you can sew it, and when you put some iron on it, put some heat on it, it will shrink. Yeah. Yes. And here it's many different fabrics. I cut it in small pieces, but all the small pieces you cut away, you can use for this fabric. So you put some tulle over it and all these small things underneath, and then sew it. Then you have a new fabric with all the small pieces you cut away. So, and this, everything, all the houses is small pockets. So yeah, I think it was funny to make, but I don't use the pockets. So yeah, and on the top I have this one, and this is not real. It's stump work, so it's a little spider, but he's not so scary. It's very friendly. So, and there was once a book called Happy Village, if you know that book. But the book has a square. I think it was about 7 times 7 inches, but you cut it in 17 pieces, different pieces, and collect them to a town, a valley. But I thought it was too, yeah, I couldn't work with it in my head. So I thought I cut it in 10 centimeters. It's 4 times 4 inches, and only have 4 pieces, different pieces, and then put it to a town. That was easy, so easy. And this is also with the raw edges. So I put the tulle over it and quilted. And you maybe can see the quilting here. It's also by hand. And this windows is also this cardboard you have from the building industry. So yeah, here in Denmark we call it murpap or murfolie. So it's something you use for in the building industry. So this is my little town, and I have all the 4 seasons, and I thought it was good if we could make it so we could use it for something. And I just moved this one. So you just put some zipper in here in the corner, and then you can zip it down. So here I have put some thick batting, so you can use an iron on it, and all the pockets here, so you can use it for a sewing bag for all your stuff. And I also have, I have to put it here, this one on the top, and it's also the town, and put blade in. So here you can use it for all your patterns or paper or what you want inside, if you want to bring it with you. So this was also a thing I made for a class one year. So I had about about 60 people who have made this one. So, and at the moment, we are making this one. And Annette, who is with us today, she is making this one. And officially, it's for your knitting things, but you can choose to use it for whatever you want. But if you do this and open it, I have all, it's very difficult, but you can see lots of pockets here. So this is for all your tools and for the knitting. And of course, there's something on the back side with other pockets. So it's a very big project, but I think it was very funny to make. And everything I do, you will see I always use the binding in the corners at the bottom and at the top, because I'm educated constructing architect. It has nothing to do with patchwork. So I thought the binding, that is useful. So you can use it to hide all your, what do you call it, the raw edges? What do you call it in here?
Ja, det er det.
What did you say, Annette?
Det hedder det. Det er det hedder. Ja, du sagde det rigtigt. Ja.
The raw edges.
Ja.
Yes. So you can hide the raw edges here in the binding, and that is easy. Everything with the binding. Oh, I love it.
Me too.
Yeah. So it's very good. And I will show you some difficult or different materials, because I like the leather. Here you have something, and there's another leather, and it's small houses. So all kind of types with leather is from cows and sheep and maybe pig, I don't know, but you have, all kind of things, and also with all these embroidery on, and it's French knots and lacy daisy and just a normal stitch. You can make so much with all these, what do you call it, easy stitch. So it's very easy to make.
Can I ask you how you do your little windows? Are they just little?
Yeah, my windows. It's also this from the building industry. I don't know what you call it, but I can show you, because I had some piece here. We got it in a roll, and it's
Is it tar paper?
What do you call it?
Is it tar paper? Is it something you'd put under a roofing and then put the roof on top of it? Is it like that tar paper? No.
It's more where you put on the foundation on the ground.
Plastic? Is it a heavy plastic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What do you call it in English?
I don't know, unless it's like plastic. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a kind of plastic. So,
but it would be whatever the millimeter is, like maybe 50 mil or whatever plastic.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know.
This is very thin, very thin.
Okay.
So you can easily put a needle through it.
Yeah. Okay. Because I always wondered, like, I wanted to make buildings, but I didn't know how to make the windows, because you're dealing with such little Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. If I talk too much, you tell me.
No. It's very good because you put the right English word in it. So
Okay.
it's yeah.
Are you only doing English for me though?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No, actually, I will now I'm recording it, so I will put it into the group Quilt My Design International, and that
Okay.
is English too.
Yeah.
So hopefully there will be a lot of American or English speaking people.
Oh, I
So
hope so. Yeah, I
yes,
just love what you do. It's so different. Okay.
yes, very different. So
Juliette,
yeah,
murpap, plasterboard.
plasterboard.
Jeg har lige oversat.
Yeah, plasterboard. I don't know if it's the right word. If you use Google Translate,
No, if you look at plasterboard, that comes out as gyprock, you know, or gypsum board here. That's what we call plasterboard. No, what you're talking is more like like it would melt, right? It's a plastic.
this is
If you
something is with plastic, and it won't
if you heat
melt.
it, it won't melt.
No.
Well, it could translate as like what we call tar paper, but I don't know for sure. But definitely, you could look in the built lumber store and find it would probably be in a big, huge sheet, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
You
a big
can-
roll. It would be in a roll.
A big roll. Yes.
Yeah.
And you can have
Sometimes
it.
we call it a landscape fabric. It might be more like that here.
Yeah.
We would use that to put down and then no weeds grow on top of it. So it might be something like that too.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
But I don't think there are I don't think nobody else will use it for patchwork than me.
I'm certain.
So, well, I think it's very good because it won't fray. So and you can sew in it, and yeah, I have sewn it here with a black thread, but if you go really near, you can see the thread, but as it is here, you can't see the thread. So it's very easy to use and easy to sew in. So yeah, I love it. I use it very often in my as small windows. Also, this one I have used it for the windows, and sometimes when it's very small, you can glue it. So you glue it on the house, and then you can do the stitch around or over it. So it's glued, and the stitch here will keep it to the house. So here I have a box also with lots of houses. This one is the woven Japanese fabrics, and I really love Japanese fabrics. But this one, whoop, you can use it for the embroidery box. So I think it was something you can use. I love to do something you can use. So on top, you have just a big room for your stuff, your sewing stuff, and underneath you can have your embroidery box. And I know women, we can put a lot of things in here. So this one I have made from what do you call it? It's not iron, it's more like aluminum or something thin but very strong. Yeah, it's a kind of a metal. Do you know that, April? No, I can't hear you.
I was thinking you might use the coroplast, like the plastic corrugated. As for a metal,
It's a kind of
I'm
a
not
metal.
really sure.
Aluminum.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. I don't think it would be easy to buy sheet aluminum for a normal embroiderer. I think it's more of an industrial type thing. But
so the building again.
yeah.
So, but you can use plastic too as well. But
yeah, there is like a corrugated plastic that's like the corrugated cardboard of boxes, but it's a harder plastic.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be as thin as the aluminum, right? So,
no, it wouldn't be as thin, but it's perfect if you can cut in it. So you can have it in the right size or the right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have used this because we put lots of things in here. So if we put too much in it, the roof here or the bottom will go down. So if you get your box with embroidery yarn, get the box out, everything will go down.
Yeah.
So I thought you had to build a box before you put something in.
Okay.
And it's magnetical, so you just can flip it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is on the top, and I have made also this one so you can have patterns, or well, for me it's applique templates, and it's small pieces, and for me it was very important that it will fix. I could fix it here, so I used the needle just to put it here, and then I could close it and bring it with me. So, and this is also the thin aluminum, because I know women, we can put a lot of things in it. So if you use just a normal cardboard, or do you call it carton cardboard, then you will bend it or destroy it. So it has to be strong. So this was my embroidery box, and I have something else. I just put it over here because I have lots of things here. This is also something with the raw edges. So everything is cut out from the templates without the seam allowance. So just cut it out, put the tulle over it, and quilt it. So here, maybe you can see the windows. I have used something you maybe call it a fire blanket in Denmark, or I think in Denmark. I don't know if it's all over the world, but in Denmark we have a fire blanket. It's silver on one side and gold on the other side, and it's it can resist the heat or the cold. So you can cut it out. It won't fray.
I think they call it mylar. It's very, very thin.
Yeah.
Mylar is it what's called in North America. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very, very thin.
Yeah.
It's not so good to stick a needle in, because then it
rips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But I have glued it down the frame around the windows. It's also this plastic again. So this is for the winter picture. So with all the snow, and I thought it was very funny to make, because very fast you could make this house just to glue it on, and whoopsie, you have a house. It was very funny to make. So then I will show you something. something I maybe haven't shown before, because it's a long time ago I made this one, and it's before my needle turn period. So it was when I love houses and I didn't know how to make them. So I paint them. So I bought some painting and it's very bright. Not my color, but I got my houses. And well, it was funny to make, but well, it's maybe not my color. So, and it's not applique, but that is long time ago. I just found it in my in my box, so I think I will show you. So I have some pictures here. This one is some owls, and it's also applique, and you can see I have used the stitches here for snow, and well, it's very easy to make. And the eyes, if you put them different, they will look a little bit crazy, but they are sweet. So if you try to make the eyes look like each other, and they don't,
Tættere på kameraet.
you can see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So it's better when it's meant to be not the same eyes. Well, then I have made some for Halloween. Halloween isn't so big in Denmark as it is in the States. I think you have lots of Halloween. Have you Halloween in the Canada?
Yes. Yeah. We on October 31st. Yeah.
Yes, and it's also a very big day for
Some
you.
people do a lot.
Yeah.
But the kids come around and trick or treat for candy. Yeah.
Yes. They also do it in Denmark, but it's not so common as it is
Yeah.
in the States. So, but I have made a picture or a quilt with the Halloween. So it's also needle turn, and this time, if I go here, maybe you can see it. I have made some stem stitch around all the applique pieces, so it looks like when you draw it. If you do that on one thing, you have to do it around everything. So I have made the stem stitch around nearly everything, and here you also got the spiders. Yeah, so that was funny to make. Then I have some Christmas quilt. One of the first quilts I made, and it's also applique needle turn, and here I put the windows underneath. So I cut a hole in the house and put some yellow fabric underneath, and then applique the house to the window, and then make some stitches around. So you have this 3D. Yes, but well, it was funny to make, but yeah, maybe not so easy. This one was very popular, but the windows, oh dear, it was very difficult to make, because all the yellow, this is silk, and I have sewn the small here what do you call it in the windows?
The window frame or the sashing.
Yes, the
Sometimes
stash.
called window
Yes,
sash.
the stash. The stash. It's of fabric, and it was not so easy to make. And here, if you have a small window, it's very difficult to see the yellow in the window. So it was a little difficult to make. Here I have put some batting or filling inside the snowman just to pop him out, and also here on the snow on the roof. So this is also a quilt, a Christmas or winter quilt. Then I have made a quilt for a competition. We have what do you call it? That's a Nordic festival, quilt festival. Well, it ends in 2012. It was, I think it was the last time, but I made this one, and I got the second place because it was in Helsinki in Finland, and the one who won was from Finland. So yeah, but it is Nordic. What do you call it? Mythology. It's the gods we have in the
like legends or
yeah
something like that. Yeah.
yeah. So we have a wolf and a horse with 8 legs.
Okay.
And yeah, that's, I think it's the Nordic thing.
Yeah.
So
We don't have those in Canada.
no, I don't think so. This is a Nordic thing. So, but it's long time ago. So, well, something I have made also with different materials, and this is also felt and white tulle, and then you can see the white stitches just to fix the tulle to the felt, but it also have some kind of snow. It looks like snow, and also the long stitches here for the fence, and again the small windows. It's the plastic. So I like to use simple materials and all kind of materials to put it in the picture. And it was winter, and here I got the autumn. So here I have cut out small pieces of many different fabrics in this color: yellow, orange, red, maybe in some green, dark green, brown, just to have this autumn look alike. And a fence, so you have the 3D and the house in the background.
Tættere
And
på.
you can see it. Yeah. And this is also autumn. And I think this is a good thing to see how much the tulle can make. This is 1 piece, this is 2 pieces, and this is 3 pieces of tulle. And then you have this clouds.
Yeah, the shading. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and use the white tulle to make some water. What do you call it?
The foam, like the spray. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's by the sea. So, and I will take a picture. I just go out here and take the picture because this is Victorian house. Actually, it's I was inspired of San Francisco. They got they got many Victorian houses, and I took a picture and I thought I have to sew that. I definitely had to sew that, and I also used the tool to have the shade here, and this is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is foam, and I have used again the plastic, and here it's a kind of ribbon. Once you could buy a ribbon with holes in. I don't know, but I could cut it out and use them for some grass or bushes here. And again, lots of different stitches. And the most difficult thing here, it was to get the directions. So the roof has to be exactly the same line. So you have the, what do you call it? The perspective. Yeah. And that was very difficult. Normally I make some leaning house, or what do you call wonky house. This is more normal look like, and it was very difficult because it has to be the same line. Yeah. So, but it was it was funny to make, and when it's finished, I think it's okay. So I just put it down here, and yeah, you have maybe seen my blog of the month. This is Snowman, and it's because I thought I have to do something that isn't houses. So I made the snowman. The snowmen are small and have curves, so it was easy to make. This one was my first applique needle turn quilt, and it's not my pattern. It's from a book called Welcome to the North Pole. Maybe you know it. It's 25 years ago. So it's my first applique. And well, yeah, it's called Welcome to the North Pole, but I thought it was too big work if it only could hanging on my wall for 1 month. So I made with light backgrounds, different backgrounds. And that time I have a blue couch. So I used all different blue tones, blue fabrics. So this is my first quilt. And that's how I learned the applique needle turn, because I looked in the book, I watched the pictures, and then I did it. So this was the first one. And this is also something I do. This is knitting yarn with
You couch it down?
Yeah.
Couching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the leaves, it's felt. So this is, well, it's not patchwork, but it's a picture. It's a little quilt. So, and then I of course got this one. This one is one of the latest bags I have made. And this one, it's not applique needle turn. It looks like, but it's glue. I have bent the seam allowance and then I glue it. So I bent it before I sew. Yeah. So maybe it's a little bit strange, but it's very easy. This is just a little bag outside, but I cut it out with the seam allowance in 3 millimeters, and then of course cut some small what do you call it, stitch in it, so the seam can go underneath. Yes, and then I glue it. And it's, in the beginning I thought it was difficult to make this curves, but it isn't. It's quite easy. So just glue it. So the whole picture here with all these houses and the tree, I have glue. I glue it and then I put them together. So this is a whole block I put down on my background fabric, and then I sew the line here, the seams, the visible seams. So the yellow house, it's only here I have sewn. Yeah, so that's easy. So
what are you using for your glue?
I use the sew line or sew line. What do you call it? The pink one. I thought I
think we have that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
oh yeah, I know what. Yes, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a glue who can disappear again.
Yeah, it's a temporary fix. And is it like water soluble too? Or you?
No, I think
No.
when you
You can reposition it.
What? Sorry?
You can reposition the piece.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I can do. So it's temporary. So you can move the things if you have glue. What do you call it? If not placed.
If it's not in the right place, you can pick it up and put. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So you can move it, and also when you have bent the seam allowance, you can open it and bend it again. Yeah. So it's very easy. So all these small houses and trees, it's glued, and that makes it very easy. So this side, you can make it maybe 5 hours. So it's easy. So this bag we have made for make it in a course, because I have this quilters club where we have some courses and the patterns, and also this pattern was in the club. Now you can have this pattern in English in the English club. so this one I have translated the pattern into English, so it's very easy to make. So, and of course I love houses. This is one of my blog of the month. You can't see me, but hopefully you can hear me. This is big houses, but the windows I have of course I have bent the seam allowance, but then I have put the stem stitch around, so it's the stitches that's the frame. Yeah,
they're beautiful.
and also here I made a lot of stitches, but it's very easy stitches. So it's big houses, and here you can see the small houses. And this is my beach huts. which also is Blog of the Month from 2021. And at the moment we have this one is block 1 in the English Club for free pattern. So in April you have this one.
Vis det tættere på.
You can't see it. This one. There's small pieces, and it's very easy to glue it also. So here I have glued many things. So I'm going to Houston in October, November. Are you coming to Houston? The Quilt Festival?
I've been once before and I would love to go again. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm kind of planning on it with a friend. I would love to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Houston is so, have you been before?
I was there last year just to visit. But
Are this year you're a vendor?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. And,
nice.
And this one will be hanging in the exhibition.
Oh, nice. Oh,
yes.
Good. Yeah.
So I just need to quilt it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I have just been in Norway to the Norwegian Quilting Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And Saturday night, the waitress, she dropped 20 glasses of red wine. Yeah. On my quilt.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Only a small piece, but I used this one. It is amazing.
Okay, what's that one called?
Yes, it's a sew line, and it calls Stain Made. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
Uh,
Stain Made. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see it. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, Stain Made.
Oh, Made. MAID. Okay.
Yes, exactly. And
Okay.
it's very easy to use because it's transparent.
Is that
almost.
waitress still alive?
Yes, she is. But she was very shaking.
Oh my gosh, yes.
yes, she was so sad. But I knew I had this pen at home. I knew I had this one. So I said to her, calm down. And I crossed my fingers and I think, oh, thank God, I hope this one could take it.
And it did. Perfect.
Yes, it did. And I also got red wine on this one and it's gone.
Dear.
Yes. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. As you can see, I use different materials. I use different techniques and I love houses. And I love to do something that you can use for something. Yeah, I also love my quilts, my wall hanging, but when I make a basket or a bag or something, it has to do that I can use it for something.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny to make something that is different. So yeah, so that is me. And
thank you.
And here the April the 1st on Saturday, I have some, what do you call it, mug rocks or placemats.
Oh yeah, Margaret. Okay.
Yeah, these are not finished, but they're small chickens. And if you, I don't know if you have signed up for my newsletter, but this pattern will be free and will be sent to you by email. April the 1st on Saturday. So if you sign up for my newsletter, then it will come. And if you have the English newsletter, it will be the English pattern. And if you have the Danish newsletter, it will be the Danish pattern.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Well, that's lovely.
So that was something about me. And yeah, just just love to make different things. And I know Annette, she is my Danish club, and you have made quite a lot.
Yes,
Haven't you?
I have.
Yes, yes.
I love your work.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annette.
Really.
So we
Yeah,
are,
I think you've taken a lot of inspiration from that book you mentioned the second time. What was it? The Norway, or the trip to the North Pole. I
yes.
can see that might have been the beginning for how
That-
you do your thing.
Yes, exactly. That was the beginning. The beginning of houses and needle turn. At the beginning of my applique,
Yeah.
really. And I think in the beginning, I got a daughter, and she was born without an esophagus, and she was very ill, and we went to the hospital many times, many times. So I have spent months, maybe 1.5 years total on the hospital. So this quilting, all the fantasy I could put in a picture in a quilt, it took me away from the hospital and from illness and all this. You have to be serious. So here I could live without be concerned. Yeah. So for me, it was my fantasy world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we call it here, we would say whimsy, like it's whimsical, or fantasy. Yeah. And it is. It is that way. Yeah.
Yeah, whimsical. So yeah.
Lovely.
So.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I'm sorry that you didn't have more people to watch, but I am thrilled to be here. So.
Well, I think it's because of the time, the clock. Here in Denmark, here in Denmark, it's 10 p.m. now, and yeah, in America they still works, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's only basically between 12 o'clock on here, so it's 1 o'clock now, and then in 4 o'clock back east. So yeah, there would be people definitely working. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've taped it, so that's good. They can still have the opportunity to watch.
Exactly.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so very much.
Yeah, and thank you.
Now you can go to bed.
Soon. So, and thank you for translating also my plastic.
Oh yeah, I think landscape fabric is probably as close as I can get. Does it kind of does it have like a bit of a material feel?
No.
No, it's completely plastic. Okay. So then the other thing that it would be called a vapor barrier.
Maybe.
If it's used underneath the like the concrete, like it would be between the soil and the concrete.
Yeah.
Then it's a vapor barrier. Yeah.
It's a kind of barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good.
So I have a bricklayer over here. So I just called him. I said, I need some more.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, it works. It works beautifully.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've made notes. I'm really pleased, and hopefully I'll get to see you in Houston. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope so. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but if you're interested you can join my Quilters Club International. It's in English, and it's you can sign out whenever you want.
Yeah.
But I have all these crazy things inside in the club.
That's good.
So yeah, and also we have the Danish club, which and it is in a big part of.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there for 2 years, right?
Yes. Yeah. 2 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I will stay forever.
that sounds great. So thank you so much for watching, and see you maybe sometimes.
Maybe sometime. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Bye, Lynette.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Annette.
Bye.
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 Bye.